Hi, let us understand how the cost of a product is classified under various heads known as cost elements. The cost of a product is broadly split into three categories: material cost, employee cost, and expenses. Material cost is further divided into direct material cost and indirect material cost. Direct material cost. This is the cost of material whose consumption can be measured for each unit of the finished product. For example, we can determine exactly how much stainless steel and fittings are consumed for each unit of this product. This is also referred to as variable cost, as the consumption varies with the quantity produced. Now, indirect material cost. These are materials whose consumption cannot be measured accurately for each unit of finished product. Examples of these items are paints, consumables, and lubricants, etc. Since their exact usage per unit cannot be determined, they are classified as indirect material and their cost is part of the overhead. Now, employee cost. Employee cost again further divided into direct employee cost and indirect employee cost. Direct employee cost, also referred as direct labor cost. This includes salaries and other costs relating to employees who are directly engaged in production activity. The cost of these employees usually vary with production. Higher the production requires more employees, such as through additional shifts. Indirect employee cost. This includes salaries and other costs of employees who are not directly involved in production but support the production and administrative activities. These costs are generally fixed in nature and do not vary significantly with the volume of production. Now the third one is expenses. Again, expenses are in two categories: direct expenses and indirect expenses. Direct expenses. These are the expenses that are directly related to production but do not fall under material or employee cost. For example, job work charges paid to external job worker for processing like painting, etc. Royalty paid for each unit of finished product or any other expenses that are directly traceable to a product. Indirect expenses are overheads. These include expenses like electricity charges, water charges, rent of the factory, maintenance cost, etc. All such expenses are essential for production but cannot be directly linked to individual finished product. Collectively, indirect material, indirect employee, and indirect expenses are referred as overheads. And the conclusion, the sum of all direct expenses like material cost, employee cost expenses are called prime cost, and all indirect expenses like indirect material, indirect employee cost, indirect expenses are together called overheads. Hope we have understood the concept of cost elements. Thank you for watching.